Hey, what is up, guys? I am back to making my not I wouldn't say daily videos, but more frequent videos now that I've got deer hunting season is over with, and I've been able to play, just not had the time to really make very many videos. But quick stat update: a lot has happened. I've gotten to 75 strength. I've gotten to 70 defense. And then I've also been doing quite a bit of money making. I've been doing a little bit of green dragons and stuff like that. I've made quite a bit of money. I do have a berserker ring imbued now, plus also like another 2 million points or whatever. I'm saving that for when the Slayer helm comes out, so that I'll be able to get that enchanted. Thinking about enchanting my black mask, kind of hoping to wait and find out for more information if you can just, use a imbued black mask already, and if that'll then make the Slayer helm imbued. Uh, One thing I definitely do want to do is I want to try and get 80 plus Slayer, because they are going to be releasing more Slayer monsters that you can attack as long as you have, I think it's like 80 and above Slayer. So that's definitely something I want. Plus, I also kind of want to be able to kill abyssal demons. I've actually never had an account with, I think it's 80 Slayer, 75, 70. I don't know. Whatever it is for abyssal demons, I've never had an account where I've been able to kill an abyssal demon because I've just never done Slayer that long. Might just have to maybe do some streams sometime. Uh, a series that I definitely do want to do though is I want to start up a series where I kill like maybe 1,000 steel dragons and see what I get from the loot, and I'll pick up all the bones, bank all the bones and all that. So that might take a while to do, but I'm hoping to do it, and I'll also even be able to stream some of it. I'll get screenshots and stuff of if I get like any big drops. Like, hope it'd be pretty awesome if I could get a Draconic Visage or Visage or however you want to pronounce it. I think that'd be pretty cool. Plus, let alone the dragon plate legs drops should be nice. Not very much money. Last time I checked, and forgive me if I'm wrong, last time I checked was like 2 months, 3 months ago. D plate legs were like 800k, 700k. So I'm pretty sure that those most likely have gone down, but it still would be worth it to get that. Just doing some agility right now. What I really want to do is, since with the update for the rooftop agility courses, you can get marks of grace, and you can use these marks of grace with a NPC named, I think his name is Grace or her name is Grace, and he or she is located in the Rogue's Den, and you can exchange these for clothing. And the clothing is, what it does is it's basically like the agility clothing in RS3, where it like makes your weight a lot less. So it's 260 marks for the full outfit. So I've only got 13 so far. I've just kind of been doing agility, not really too long. I started like a day or two ago, but only been able to stick with it for, maybe an hour and a half total. I've been working quite a bit lately. I still have to, just got home from work not too long ago and still have to go back in tonight again. We're supposed to get busy. So, yeah, but for the 1000 Steel Dragon series that I might be doing, if I do it, I'll be training with magic, and I'll just do what Sparkmac did. And I know he used one of the god spells. I think it was the Saradomin one. No, Claws of Guthix. That's the one. So I'll go get the Guthix staff, because currently I have the Saradomin one, but I can just go up and get the Guthix staff, and I'll buy a bunch of blood runes and stuff like that. I think they all require, yeah, they all require 2 blood runes. So hopefully, yeah, the Draconic Visage, whatever, that'd be definitely nice, because it would definitely help out for cost of blood runes, because I believe those are in between like 280 and 300 each. I guess it just kind of depends where you get them. But yeah, I just right now really want that outfit. Ooh, there's one. But really want that outfit. Not only does it look completely badass, but To me, it reminds me of the Assassin's Creed character. You know, his little hood that he wears and stuff. It reminds me a lot of that. So it's like a completely white outfit that you haven't, if you haven't seen it yet, kind of like a whitish gray. So other from that, I have done a bunch of money making. I've got 6.4 mil in my bank right now, I think. I've got a Fury, I've got the Imbued Berserker ring. Uh, don't think I've really made any other too extreme purchases. I've had my whip for a while, so yeah, I don't think so. But I'm hopefully gonna be able to get Guthans. I'm about 1 mil short from being able to afford Guthans, so that will definitely be very nice. I kind of want to be able to canon at cave horrors for clue scrolls and black masks. Black masks are currently like 610k, I think, on Zybez, but they're kind of dropping right now. But because yeah, anytime I go on Twitch or something, I always see at least like one or two people that are streaming there. They're just sitting there using their cannons and doing a bunch of clue scrolls. And this one guy, he's done like 170 clue scrolls as of yesterday, or 171. And it took him, about a month of on and off clue scrolls doing that. And so, uh, but he has gotten two very nice clue scrolls where he has gotten Ranger Ranger mask, or God, Robin Hood hat. He's gotten that twice from two different clue scrolls. And there's the lag. But yeah, that would definitely be awesome. I mean, maybe I'll go for like, I don't know, a couple hundred blue scrolls as another series or something after. I'm not gonna do those two series at once. That's definitely way too much for me. Um, so yeah, it'd also be like even more awesome if I got like Third Age or something. I think it's over 100 mil for each piece. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section. But other future stats that I definitely do want, I want to get like maybe 90 defense. I definitely want 99 strength, and then like 90 attack, and then I'll be able to start doing some God Wars dungeon. I've got my friend, where is he? Slayer on 07. He streams quite a bit, and he's just been doing some Slayer lately, but I'm trying to get him to get his combat stats up and stuff like that so that him and I can, go duo at like Bandos for a couple hours sometime. Or one of my other major money making right now is borrows. I got a pair of Torag's legs the other day. I'm still debating whether I want to sell those or not. The stats are fairly nice. It's definitely a lot better than the Dragon Plate skirt, but then again, I can't really do any more Nightmare Zone training right now because I need prayer pots, and I normally buy those like 50 at a time for like 250k, right around there. And right now, if I really want Guthans, I gotta just buckle down, do a bunch of money making for a couple hours, and just stop spending money until I can get my Guthans. Because once I get it, it's gonna be extremely nice not having to, like bank on maybe a Slayer task. I'll be able to just sit there and just heal right off that. Plus, let alone, you can get decent defense XP. If I remember right, I know people will sit at the bandits out in the desert, and they'll just sit there and do pure defense with it, and supposedly not that bad. I don't need to spend the money on the prayer potions, so definitely something to look into. Ooh, 40 coins. Thank you, Jagex. Bank was made. But yeah, other from that, if anybody ever wants to, ask me a question or anything, definitely send me a PM on YouTube. Or I've normally always got my private chat set to on, so if you want to ever just chat, go ahead and add me, send me a PM and stuff like that. If you guys ever want to, suggest a video idea, go ahead and comment it down below or whatever. Just get in contact with me however you want. I don't really think very much has been going on other than that. Yeah, just kind of waiting for the Slayer update, which in the last old school behind the scenes video, they Jagex mod Matt K. He's the lead developer for old school, and he did confirm that the very first Slayer update will be in coming up before the end of the year. So that's definitely something that I am excited for, which I can also pull up what is going to be coming in the update. For sure, the Slayer Helm, that's definitely a highly anticipated update. The only thing that I'll have to do is I'll just look up the requirements for smoking kills for RS3 and assume that it's going to be pretty much the same. I'll get all the requirements and quests done beforehand, and that way as soon as it comes out, just quickly do the quest. I've already got 55 Slayer. A lot of people have said before, which I would also agree with them, that Slayer after 55, if you don't do smoking kills, Slayer isn't that worth it. I mean, it's good money, but people would say it's not that worth it because with Slayer points and stuff. So that this guy's gonna die. I doubt he has anything, but anyway. So yeah, with smoking kills, definitely have that done. I kind of want to see what that guy's gonna drop, but everybody's kind of hoarding on him. Must be a bot or something, because I mean you can't really go AFK with agility. It's just not an AFKable skill. Anyways, I do have the poll pulled up here. And yeah, it'll include the Smoking Kills quest. Surprisingly, I mean, I voted no on this one right here, question number 2 for Cooperative Slayer. It's just not really something that interested me. And apparently, a lot of the other old school RuneScapers would kind of agree with that. Slayer Master, similar to Simona. Definitely excited for that. I'll have to get my level up so I can use the high level ones. Leaf Bladed Sword. I voted yes for this, but I'm not really sure why. I just kind of voted yes because I didn't like having to use the leaf bladed sword for Turrets. I think it is. You can use broad bolts, broad arrows, and leaf bladed weapons on those. But kind of a pain. But oh well, just kind of deal with it. Broad bolts. Definitely excited for that. I used to use those all the time for pretty much even just training range. I'd use broad bolts. Excuse me. The Slayer Ring, definitely a very, very big favorite of mine. Gonna have to get a lot of Slayer points. First is gonna be the Slayer Helm, of course, and then after I'll start getting this stuff. Slayer Ring, definitely helpful to teleport to the Slayer Tower out in Canis. Broad Arrowheads, I've never really used broad arrows, but it's still something that I'm excited for. Let me get rid of this. Oh, my bad. Here we are. Slayer Helm to get imbued at Nightmare Zone. It was definitely a close one at 78%. Obviously, you need 75% for it to get implemented into old school. Otherwise, it does not. Definitely a very close one. I'm very happy that you'll be able to imbue it. Slayer Helmet is introduced. Should we allow you to add a Slayer gem to it? Definitely excited for that. It's gonna save me an inventory space, and plus I always forget that stupid gem, so you gotta sit there, just go on and on. You're anticipated to just finish up your task, and it just never seems to happen and just drags on forever if you forget your gem. Let me grab this quick. So yeah, because I guess that bot didn't die. New Slayer dungeon with segregated monsters, which you can only attack if you have them as an assignment. Definitely think that's a good thing that they added that you can only attack it with the assignment. Otherwise, XP rates could kind of vary, but definitely nice that if you're doing a Slayer task and you're trying to kill a monster in that dungeon, there's people that are training there, and maybe it's like good XP or something, and it just clogs it up. So this will definitely keep it a little bit more open for people who have the Slayer task and just want to get that task done. 2 new Slayer monsters, which can be attacked if you have a Slayer level of 80 plus. This actually kind of makes me wonder if this might include strike rooms, but I believe in order to get there, you had to go through a dungeoneering dungeon thingy that you had to unlock. So I'm not too sure on that. Correct? If you know, then go ahead and just comment down in the comment section. If the 2 new monsters get implemented, they are going to add 2 new boss variants of the Slayer monster. Definitely excited. I love doing PvM. Never really been much for PvP, never been good at it, never had the account for it. So I've always kind of just stuck to PvM, and this is definitely a big plus. All I really got to do in order to PvM is just get my stats up there. This one, I'd say is just kind of for the funsies. It's definitely really cool to see, oh, I've killed 620 abyssal demons. You know, it's just something, just for fun. Be able to kill gargoyles, rock slugs, desert lizards, and zygomites when they reach 0 health if we have the correct item in our inventory. Basically, like, for example, the desert lizards, you need those ice blocks, I think, or something like that, in order to kill them. I know for sure rock slugs you need to have the bag of salt, and basically what you had to do before is you had to click on the salt and then click on the slug, and so it just took up a little bit more time, and this is definitely awesome. Now that's getting implemented to where all you have to do is just have the rock salt in your inventory, and as soon as you hit that killing blow on the rock slug, it automatically puts the salt on it and you automatically get the kill. Definitely a big plus right there. Should you be able to buy an increased amount of monsters of a task to that you have received using Slayer points? I voted no on this one because I just kind of think that ruins the point of Slayer. You get assigned so many, and this makes me wonder if you'll just be able to buy like unlimited, like just keep buying more and more and more. And so, say like Dust Devils, those can be good Slayer XP, or even Blood Velds. They're both not that bad, and you get that task, say like 240 Blood Velds, and you just keep buying more and more and more, and it's just continuously good XP. I mean, obviously, Blood Velds, you may not get very good drops. I'd assume that they drop blood runes, but I mean, you aren't going to get like a Bandos Hilt or a D Chain or whatever from it. So I am kind of surprised that a lot of people voted yes on that one, because yeah, just from that. Um, there's one on here. Where was it? Oh, right here, 14. I accidentally skipped this one. Should we introduce a time trial Slayer mode which will reward players with additional Slayer points if they complete their task within an allotted time period? Basically, say you got assigned 120 Infernal Mages, and you get, say, 45 minutes or an hour to complete that. If you do that and you complete it in that hour, you'll get additional rewards with like Slayer points and stuff like that if you do it in an hour or under. And I thought that was definitely a really cool idea, and I was extremely excited and hoping that it would make it. But the yes rate here only got 71% and 29% no. So obviously it's not going to get introduced into old school, which I'm definitely sad about. But oh well, I mean, can't really do anything. Majority of the players, a majority of them voted yes, but still not the 75% that is required in order to implement something. And Jagex obviously has to follow up on their promise that they made, saying that it would not get introduced unless it got to 75%. Rest of this poll is not Slayer related, but I'll go through it anyways. The 2006 Christmas event is going to get implemented. The rewards will be a rainbow and a black party hat, and then also a JMod confirmed that you will be getting 2 sets of regular party hats. High risk PvP worlds and high risk wilderness worlds where protect item prayer is disabled. That barely passed, but it did pass with 77%. Obviously, I just voted yes for all the other people that PvP and that wanted it. It doesn't really affect me that much because I don't do PvP and stuff like that. I'd love to, but it's just never been something that I've been good at. Maybe I'll attempt to once my account stats go up a little bit. Player-owned house incense burners be relit before they run out, resetting their timer. I voted no on this because I thought it was kind of cheating. I didn't have a problem with the previous one, but hey, I mean, 83% of people said yes, and afterwards, a couple days later, after thinking about it, I kind of thought, oh yeah, that might be kind of okay to have in the game. I haven't trained prayer in a while, but kind of looking to. Should we add a color highlight to the charge spells start/stop messages? Charge, I believe that's what you use at level 80 for level 80, I believe, for the god spells. Let me find it. Charge, yeah. Temporarily increases the power of the 3 arena spells when wearing mage arena capes. So yeah, that isn't that bad. It increases the damage of the 3 god spells if you're wearing the mage arena cape for that. For example, if I use Claws of Guthix and I was wearing my Guthix cape, then I would use that spell and it would make me hit a little bit harder and a little bit higher. Maybe a little more frequently, not too sure. One that I was very excited though, right here. Should we include digit grouping and commas for your XP pop-ups? Other YouTubers, I think it was like Alkin RS. Yeah, I think it was Alkin. I just wanted to give him a cite. I did get this from his video from Alkin RS. You can go ahead and look him up on YouTube. Definitely an awesome video maker. Big shout out to him. Love his videos. Keep them coming, man. Anyways, he said in his video with XP pop-ups, I wonder if that means that we're going to be getting the little XP counter. And you know how, like, if you hit like a monster and you're attacking it, then a little pop-up will come up with how much XP you got for that hit. And obviously, it's kind of like God, what's it called? The program where you can use through RS Buddy that shows like your health, prayer, run energy, and stuff above your inventory right next to your minimap. I forget the name of it. I personally wanted to use it. It is confirmed by a JMod that you will not get banned for using it, but it is at our own risk. They said that there is a possibility that we could get hacked, and if that does happen, then they are not responsible. JX is not responsible, I should say, and that they can't do anything to fix it. So it's a use at your own risk kind of thing, and so I'm just not going to do that. But this right here already has been implemented into the game. It's for our XP counters on our skills. Right here it says I have 1,216,474 XP in strength, and it just added those commas so that it's a little bit easier to read how much XP. Definitely helpful for me. When I was doing woodcutting maybe a month ago, I would always get a little confused as to how much XP I had left because I could not read the counters. I definitely sat there and had to look for a while. Should a log of every fairy ring be added and allow the dials to be turned in both directions? Love this update right here. I've never used fairy rings in RS3, but I do have them in our old school. Very easy to get around. It's how I do my Barrows runs. I'll teleport to Lumbridge, I'll rebank, repray at the altar, and then run to I think it's called Xanaris or somewhere, that fairy place, and then use the fairy ring and go out to Canis and then just run straight down to the boat and get to Barrows. Definitely personally it's a favorite way for me to go. It's definitely fairly quick and makes banking very easy. And this just basically, if I use that code once, it's going to be automatically saved in a log which pops up where your inventory would be, and it just automatically saves it so that you can just click on it and you don't have to always remember all these codes and stuff. So definitely very helpful tool in my opinion. Very excited for that one. Should God Wars pets be added as ultra rare drops to the God Wars bosses? I voted no on this because, I just didn't want, a pet. When I think of a pet, I think of summoning, and summoning was always an okay skill for me. I never really got into it. The terror bird and the tortoise and stuff like that did get kind of helpful for, say, prayer or stuff like that. And also for bossing, it got pretty helpful. But I just didn't want to have to think, when I think old school, I don't think summoning. I think 2007 RuneScape. Okay, best years of my life playing, 2007, 2008, even into 2009 and early 2010 was very fun for me. And then they started coming out with all the other updates, late 2010, 2011, and so on, that, just weren't a very big favorite for me. So old school, definitely want to keep it old school. Voted no for the God Wars bosses, and I still believe that that was the right choice that old school people made by voting no, and the 75% didn't get the yes, so they're not going to be implemented that. This one, 25, didn't really affect me at all. Should we add a bank chest to respawn locations on PvP worlds to stop players teleblocking you on your way to the bank? This one, I voted yes for it just because, it's for the people who do PvP and high risk worlds and all that stuff. I just voted yes because, I know I've seen videos where people are trying to get to the bank to try and quickly, uh, go pick up their fire cape or their torso or whatever is on the ground or some loot that they just got, and they can't because people will then start ice barraging them and teleblocking them. So I believe the spawn points have become safe zones. I'm not too sure on that. That makes sense if they would. But yeah, so I just voted yes on that just for all the other PvP people and stuff like that. So that pretty much wraps up all that I've got for this video. Just going to continue doing some agility here. Might do this for another couple hours, not too sure. And go back to work tonight and then maybe start on that new series that I want to get going. I've decided that I'm definitely going to go for it. I'm going to go for 1,000 steel dragon kills. Do a couple test runs first, of course, to just get the hang of it. I have not killed, meadow dragons in a while. Look up a couple guides on, best routes and stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a like rating. That definitely helps when I see, even just one like. It's just something that I love to see. That means that somebody liked my video and found it interesting to watch or whatever, even if it's just background noise for them. Don't forget to also subscribe. Going to be getting a lot more content on my channel. I know I say that a lot, but I do mean it when I say it. At some point there will be quite a bit of content on this channel, and definitely looking to get it kick-started. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Peace.